Let's get it started this morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope that you had a fantastic weekend. I did have a fantastic birthday weekend as well as a productive weekend working with the FCA. We were up in Ponte Vedra, so got to hang out with some pretty amazing, cool people. Took the opportunity to work in some real estate building conversations. So I'll be adding those to my CRM, which is a fantastic thing. But today's training, what we're going to look at is really video, essential videos to create hidden sources of wealth. And then we're going to look at some ways, some tips, some techniques, some tools, because I don't want there to be any obstacles to us getting out in front of people. And so what we're going to see a lot of information today, just practical information that we can apply today. As soon as I'm done here with this, you all are going to see me wearing this same shirt. I'm going to record some videos and then I'm going to send those out as well, so that we can know it's not just talk. It's simple, it's easy. If you have your phone, if you have this camera, even if you have a GoPro, I don't care what it is. We should be doing video. We should be taking advantage of relationships that we have, because this is what it's going to come down to the rest of 2022 and into 2023. It's going to be relationships. It's going to be, do people know you enough to trust you? That's it. What we're seeing in this market that we're in, the mediocre, they're getting left behind. Those that aren't top of mind are getting left behind. We have a responsibility to position ourselves for success through repetition and consistency and adding value. And I believe that one of the great ways we can add value is by servicing and serving our cohorts, our other colleagues, also our affiliate partners. We're going to look at that here with those hidden sources of wealth. And then we're going to build upon that by hitting them with video. So I believe I'm going to record maybe 10 videos today and have those being released over the next 8 weeks. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. But all of that goes back to our business plan, our marketing plan for the year. I cannot stress enough for you to have your, yes, I know Broken Record Neil is here. We have to have our 2022 marketing plan so we know what to expect in June, in July, August, September, right? Because now I can plan ahead and I can schedule activities, I can schedule videos, I can schedule communication, and it's not an accident. And people can become to predict, or we can become predictable to our client base, our clientele. So we're going to jump in. And as I am sharing a couple of things, I want to make sure that the screen actually moves, because what I realized late on the last video is that I was scrolling on the screen and you all did not see it. So just one of you, are you all seeing my screen move right now when I do that?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, awesome. So hopefully you all have seen this before, you recall seeing it, but if not, I'm going to go ahead and everything that we covered today, you will be getting the email to us. We'll also drop it into our Facebook group. But hidden sources of wealth, I'm going to encourage us, if your affiliate partners are not taking care of you like you take care of them, maybe we need to reassess our relationships. Now, here's what I'm going to encourage you. So don't think that everything is about them sending us a referral. Okay, for instance, let's say if we're real estate agents, this should be a lender. If you're a lender, it should be your real estate agent, right? But for us, we don't necessarily need our title company, or I'm sorry, we don't necessarily need our lender to send us referrals. What we do want is our lender, every time they're having a conversation with one of our clients, with some of our clientele, we want them touting our expertise, our professionalism. We want them to be our megaphone to the marketplace. So we really want our lender saying, "Oh, you know what, Amy, you are in such good hands by working with Charles. He is the absolute best. Every time he sends over someone to us, we get excited because we know that he's going to take them from contract to close, from for sale to sold, that he is going to do an amazing job." It might be the same thing with our escrow, home inspector, home appraiser, any of those people, right? So this form here, I'm going to encourage you, when I send this out, start thinking about the people. If it's your home inspector, once again, they don't necessarily have to send you a referral, but they do need to support your business in some way. Maybe it's going to be by being a marketing partner, by contributing to the marketing campaign that you have financially. It could be by being a guest on your vlog or your podcast. That's something that we're going to be bringing back here, because as things happen, people have more questions. What's going on with inflation? What's happening with interest rates? Flooding, hurricane season is here. What do I need to know? We're going to be hitting a lot of these Zoom interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we get in. Maybe you could be the expert just because you're interviewing an expert, and all you have to do is ask 6 or 7 questions, right? We don't have to know everything. We just have to know what people are looking for. Do you think that people, after this last little tropical thing that came through, do you think that people in South Florida have questions maybe about flood insurance? What's homeowners insurance? Does it cover? Water started rising. Who now? What if you offer some tips? What if you come through and say, here's what's happening South Florida. Here's what you can expect in hurricane season. Can you still get hurricane insurance? How much are we looking at in premiums? What are the insurance companies? Is it just Citizens or not? All of these are opportunities. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but people are staying in their homes longer now. They're deciding not to sell, and they are making home improvements. What if you had a list of, what if you had a list of roofers, drywall people, electricians, HVAC specialists, where you had someone in your Rolodex? I'm about to show my age, right? But what if you had some of these people? Maybe you interviewed them. You took time to write out a blog, put them in your newsletter, and then you promoted that on social media. Then you sent that to your database. I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of months. You're going to see a lot of videos with general contractors where they're just going to say, hey, here's what we're seeing. We have people walking off of jobs. What should you look for in a general contractor, electrician, maybe a roofer? And then this PACE loan and these windows, are they really free? Can I get free windows, doors, all this stuff? What's the story behind it? How does a PACE loan really work? So these are just some of the areas I believe will help us find some of those hidden sources of wealth when it comes to relationships. That's going to be something that I value. I hope you do as well, because it really will make all of the difference. Now, let's jump straight from hidden sources of wealth into me and Cheryl's favorite topic. This is going to be videos. Now, whether we're doing them or not, we all know that there is a need for more videos, more different types of videos. So we might do horizontal landscape, we might do portrait, we might do long form video, we might also do short form in 6, 40, 15 seconds, because we want to know, well, what's the purpose of them? We have different purposes for the videos that we're going to be creating. Some of them we're going to look at here. Now, this is a short form of the next slide that we're going to go to, or the next PDF that we're going to go to. But I believe that anytime we get a new client, excited to meet you video introduction. Hey, so excited to meet you. And it's going to give tips. We're going to use their name. We're going to introduce ourselves by name. State when you look forward to seeing them. Hey, I can't wait to see you tomorrow at Dunkin' Donuts over on Sterling Road. Whatever it is. Now, be sure to speak to Dan Longman from Priority Lending. They're going to get you squared away before our consultation on Wednesday of this week. However you want to do it, make it personable. I believe this is a fantastic thing that each and every one of us should get in the habit of doing. Now, with this, that means that we should be thinking about using Facebook, Instagram, Google Duo, if that's the way you're going to communicate, just by sending them a message. FaceTime, maybe it's going to be through WhatsApp. Anything that we need to do, that we need to have, start practicing with it now. You might want to have different video editors. Maybe just going to use the one that's straight on the iPhone. I don't know, because I'm team Android, right? Or you're going to have something where you just clip the beginning and the end of the video off. Maybe you need something that's more robust where you can add video of sound, some text. I don't think you do, but we want to send something that just shows them who we are. Great news for you. This is something that could be a group announcement. Great news for you. Mortgage rates have gone down slightly over or compared to last week, right? Lumber prices are 12% down. Like, do we know any of this? Now, clarification, time of this video, mortgage rates just went up a little, interest rates went up a little bit, but lumber prices did fall 12.2% in the country. Might not be the case for South Florida, but if we know this type of stuff, and then we start saying great news for you, could it be now you can finish or you can start that home improvement project in the backyard for the gazebo or the deck that you were thinking about installing, either for personal use or before you market your home for sale? Any of those things will be beneficial. Holiday hello video, group announcements. And this is what I want us to look at in our video. We want some group announcements. We want some one-to-one, one-off video. The group announcement video. Hi friend, is giving us some of these best tips. Hi friend, happy holidays, happy Father's Day. Hey friend, just wanted to say happy Father's Day to you. I hope this is the best Father's Day you ever have. May you get ties, socks, shoes. Oh, you probably have all of that stuff. Well, I hope this year is full of love from those that love you, right? Whatever it is that you want to do. And then preview video, if you have an upcoming listing, we have one that's coming onto the market soon in Miami Gardens. We got 2 of the investment properties up that are not good, not for us, right? But I didn't even put a sign up, just as an FYI. So hello video, preview videos. We have, oh, by the way, like this is a follow-up or a post client to a follow-up to a client party or to pop buys. And then we have the check-in video. Hey, just wanted to see how you're doing. I haven't heard from you in a while, hoping that your trip to Jamaica was fantastic. We'd love to hear about it. Send me some photos. Super simple, super easy. We can do that text, email, however we want to do it. Now, here's where the gold comes in, because this one that I'm going to give you, the guide for using video in your real estate marketing, this came out at the beginning of the pandemic from Buffini and Company. And I believe that it just gives lots of information for us that bolsters the need for video. Neil, are we still video? I'm sitting here trying to make a living and you talk about video. And yes, I am, ladies and gentlemen. The numbers don't lie. It has increased. So for me, something I've had to do, I started looking at this and I said, well, if there are more people watching on their smartphones, I am a long form video landscape person, right? I watch videos for 15, 20 minutes. That's not the majority of people. They're going to watch them in portrait mode. They're going to watch them on some type of smartphone, or should I say social media app. So I've had to start tailoring my content. Instead of giving all 7 tips, I'll give half of the first tip and then half of the second tip in my reels, my stories, right? So maybe you could consider some of that. And not everything has to be real estate heavy. For me, it's me in the backyard doing yard work, me getting ready to do some work or showing the family just a little bit, right? To get people interested so they come back. So the algorithms work in my favor. So the next time, if they watch my entire 15-second video and then my next 15-second video and then the other one, then they'll actually like the video. Then they'll come in and they'll follow me on whatever platform that it is. So this is just going to give some information. Once again, you all will have this sent to your inboxes and in our Facebook group. Short and sweet. Viewers are more likely to watch shorter videos in full. 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 6 seconds. 15-second video, that's a sweet spot. Numbers aren't lying. If we think, that's why you look at YouTube Shorts, who has, and YouTube, and ladies and gentlemen, I know Instagram is here. I know Facebook has it. YouTube is the standard when it comes to anything video. So when YouTube says we have all of this data, we have all of this information, 15 seconds is the key. That's why YouTube's shorts are for 15 seconds. You don't have the 40-second version because they're looking at completion rate. How many times, how many people are watching your full video? That's going to say a lot, because then your content will be sent to them for the long form video. If you get them for 15 seconds, your suggested videos will go to them. That might be 3, 7, 12 minutes. Reasons to bring videos to your business. Anyone can do it. Anyone. That means you. Anyone can do it. It's more personal, and then we can make a lasting impression, and it is relatively easy. Lights, camera, action. Couple of tips we have here. Want to make sure we have light in our face. Get you a ring light, or get you any type of light. Mine is in there. I have a number. I probably have about 7 different lights. One of them is a Boya light, super simple, rechargeable light that I take everywhere, because lighting is most important. If people can hear you, if they can see you, then it doesn't really matter as much what you're saying. Start with anything that you have, and then just get to recording videos. You're going to say, Neil, I don't know what to say. We're going to show you right here what we're going to say and why we're going to say it. These are the same things that we saw a little bit earlier. Client market updates. Don't forget market updates. I'm all about it. It's here. It might be the luxury market updates that we're going to have available to us. Do some type of update. And the beauty is you don't have to write the scripts. Usually the scripts are written for us. We just didn't know where to find the information. And then these are the other reasons. Remember those hidden sources of wealth? This is going to be one where we're going to really target only to our B2B, business to business relationships. Hope all is well at, Joe Schmo's ice cream. I picked up some great customer growth strategies at this business seminar I attended, and I would love to get your thoughts over coffee or a call. Something super simple. I just came back from Coach's Timeout, some fantastic information. So one of my videos that I'm recording here today, I'm going to be reaching out to my business contacts, and I just came back from a fantastic seminar. We got some great information I would love to share, such as this, and this. We could do it via coffee or a call. Which works for you? Let me know. Can't wait to hear from you. Super simple video in their face. They're going to watch it, and it's going to work. And then we can share it. Email, text, social media, business website. There are always ways to get content out. All right. Not before. We're going to go to one more thing now. And then, we're going to go to one more thing. And then we'll come back and have some questions afterwards. So this is where we're really going to get content for our videos. If you don't know where to go to get content, the easiest thing to do is go to floridarealtors.org. Floridarealtors.org, and we're going to click on tools and research. We're just going to click that down arrow, and we're going to go straight to infographics. Floridarealtors.org, tools and research, and we're going to click on infographics. And here's what I love about Florida Realtors and their infographics. They are simple. So if you are looking for something specific, let's say you're looking for buyers and sellers, that's where we want to go. And we're just going to hit search. We could do it that way. So this is just going to give us a list, right? We really don't care about the content as much as we have something that we want to do, right? That we have to say. So you can see 5 steps, 9 steps, 6 appliances. And what are they telling us? They're telling us ways to title our video content. So what are we going to do? exactly as Florida Realtors has done. So we're going to take this 5 steps buyers don't want to miss, even in a hot market. Do you think that's important? Absolutely, it is. You're going to say, well, Neil, I've got to read this. It's not that difficult, because here's what we are going to do. We are going to not download this as a PDF or a JPEG. That's what we typically do when we're sharing it. But we need a script for our video, right? All we're going to do, we're going to come in here and download it as text. We're going to copy this. Maybe you have an app on your iPad where you have the script player, right? So that could be one thing that you, the script scroll. Or you might just be able to read it here on from your computer screen. I copy all of these and I paste them. And so how I operate, let me slide this down so you all can see. I just put all of the scripts that I'm interested in here on one of my Google Docs. So if I see an interesting infographic, I grab it and I put it in here. And then I'm going to come through today, as soon as this is over, I'm going to read 5 steps buyers don't want to skip, even in a hot market. Now, I'm going to do this in a way using this camera. I'm going to back up, but then I'm going to use the same video. I'm going to keep my movements very limited. I'm going to do it right here. So it can either be a landscape video, or I'm going to crop it and turn it into a portrait video. I'm going to have it for all 5 things. And guess what? I'm going to break it down one by one so that I can get 15-second segments, or I can have long form video, right? There we go. So Cheryl put in there, Big View is an app that has teleprompter capability. So absolutely, teleprompter, that's the word that I couldn't think of. Thank you for having my back, Cheryl, as you always do. And so this is how we're going to get content information for our videos. So you'll see I have the 5 steps, and then the other one I have, avoid these 7 things before closing on your new home. And once we have this content, it lives on in perpetuity. If you put it on places like YouTube, and if you have a buyer playlist, pretty soon you do 3 or 4 videos a week or a month. Next thing you know, you have all of these videos. So now when you have a buyer consultation, or you meet or get a buyer lead, you say, hey, here's my library where I have seen that other buyers like you have found very helpful before our initial consultation. Just go through, take a look at this as we go through the process. I'll be sending some of these to you as reminders. Like, for instance, avoid these 7 things before closing on your home. We definitely don't want to change jobs, increase debt, apply for new credit. And you can talk about each one of these in depth if you want. And then we're just going to wrap up by saying lenders will continue to check your credit, income, and job stability up to just before closing to see if anything has changed that may impact you qualifying. Hope you found this video useful. Be sure to like, share, comment. If you know anyone else that would benefit from the service that I provide, just give me their contact information. It's as easy as that. I'll take it from there, right? However you want to do it. But this is how we go from having this idea of, I don't know what to say, to not only knowing what to say, where to find it, and then having it broken down to even what we're going to read straight from the screen, from our computer, or our teleprompter. So all of that. Yes. So Cheryl, what I believe is, I believe that 15-second video. So you could do a 15-second video from this one. For instance, you might have the first one. And so this is where you, because the mistake we make, we think that when we share videos, people are going to watch all of our videos, like all of our stories or our reels. What we really want to do is just make it so that it can be independent of each other. So if you're going to be doing a 5 steps buyers don't want to skip, even in a hot market, that might be your title and description if you're going to be using IG or Facebook, right? And you can just put tip number 1, view properties in person to make sure you see any aspects of the home not included online. Touring listings with an experienced real estate agent who can spot potential concerns is always wise. I'm that realtor for you. Something as simple as that, right? So 15-second intervals, have it in your video library so that maybe you just have them in your platform. What if we did 15-second videos and they weren't on our reels? Maybe they were in our YouTube playlist for buyer shorts, right? Buyer shorts YouTube playlist, and you could just send this playlist to your buyers instead of expecting them to watch it on social media. Now, what if we were giving them tips once a week or every 3 days, and it was just 15 seconds? Now they're like, man, every 3 days, she's giving me something of value, and it's only 15 seconds. I don't have to sit here and listen to her for hours. But that's something that our viewership goes up. YouTube says is valuable content. People are watching it. They're watching the whole 15 seconds. Let's see if they'll watch a 1-minute video. Let's see if they will watch a 3-minute video and the such. So hope that you all found the hidden sources of wealth. Let's be intentional about finding people that will help support our business, that will be cheerleaders for our business. That's number one. Then let's really leverage those relationships and leverage video. There's so much great content up here that each and every one of you have. I think we are doing the public and our clientele and the world a disservice if we don't share it in a way that they want to receive it. Because what I know is, I know that each and every one of you have something to give. I know that people are lacking because they haven't seen, heard, received what's on the inside here and hear from each and every one of you. So whether it's talking about the buying process or what financing looks like, or if you're going to do an interview with someone that you met, maybe one of your hidden sources of wealth, you're going to bring in to do an interview with and then share that. I believe that there's so many opportunities, and we don't see this changing anytime soon in the negative. We just see it accelerating. More video time, more screen time. How can you get creative and still add value to people? Because fewer people with the price of gas, guess what? We don't want to go nowhere. We're going to be sitting where we are. We're going to look for interesting people who can edutain us, who can give us some education, but entertain us at the same time. If you could do that in 15, 30, 40, 1, 3, 5, 12-minute segments, you'll start to see people start to come in and they'll stay and they'll subscribe. So I've hit a heavy push over the past week and have almost doubled my subscription on all of my platforms just with the amount of content that I've been pushing out and the types, the different formats of content. This is where I had to go back and say, well, what's working? What are people looking for? Oh, they want 15 seconds of Neil. I'll give them 15 seconds of Neil. If 15 will get them to 40, will get them to a minute, 3, 5, 7, 12, then that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to stop the recording right now. Remember that I love you. God loves you. There's nothing you can do about it. Don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace.